All right. Cool. Hey. Hey, everybody. Sorry I'm late. Um, I decided to try and do my live stream early this morning because I know there's a lot of people out there in the world that are on a completely different time frame than us here in Hawaii. So I decided to do the stream today at 8:08 a.m., which is, if you're from Hawaii, then you know that the area code here is 8:08. So that's why I did it at 8:08. But here in Hawaii, we also have something called Hawaiian time, which is just basically a way of saying that we're always late for everything. So uh, here I am at 8:15 doing my live stream that was supposed to start at 8:08.
Actually, 8:18.
Okay, 8:18. Thanks, honey. But thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. It's a little bit, basically I just woke up, so hopefully my voice will be okay. I'll try and start off with something that'll be a little bit easier to sing. Drink some water. So good morning, everybody, or good night, or good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you're at. You can let us know wherever you're tuning in from.
UK, Brazil, Netherlands, South Africa.
Yeah, beautiful. We already have many continents in the house.
Glastonbury.
Thank you guys so much. Thanks again for tuning in. Can you spare a moment of your time to save our land? Cause the open spaces are disappearing, can't you understand? That the poisoning of the oceans will be the end of all mankind, and desolation and destruction will be all that's left behind. Yeah, but if we make a change, rearrange, we can make a land big enough for we rock and tree, animal and man, where our children can grow in the glow of the motherland. Yeah, now we can make it there. My hydrant, I can show you where. Oh yeah, 'cause in the purest light of Zion, all truth shall reveal. All of the blackened hearts of those who seek power, lie, cheat, and steal. Yeah, but if we all will join our hearts and hands together, we shall be a body so strong, fighting against all hypocrisy. And forever we shall live in our hearts and not their history, no. Yeah, and they'll never, never tear us apart with iniquity. Oh Lord, yeah, we shall break the chains on the slaves, set our people free. Oh, and and you will comfort me. And if you fall in line, I and I will stop to pick you up. Oh yeah, 'cause I will never leave you behind. Drink the water from that poison cup. Oh no no no, oh no no way, 'cause these times are getting tough. I said the road is long and how the river's wide. But Jah will light the way with His love, and I will lead you to the other side. Oh, yeah, yeah. I have heard the waterfalls weeping as I pray, and felt the sun burn a little bit hotter every day. Yeah, no, Lord, when I look up and I see your rainbow in the sky, it feels the vibes of hopefulness and love in life. Oh, yeah. Father, I never claimed to be a perfect man. Oh, no, 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 no. I just want to live clean and be free. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I know it's a long and winding road. It's rocky as far as I can see. Yeah. Oh Lord, but I will be with you, and you will be with me. Yeah. If you fall in line, I and I will stop to pick you up. Oh yeah, 'cause I will never leave you behind. Drink the water from the poison cup. Oh no no no, 'cause these times are getting tough. I said the road is long, how the river's wide. Yeah. But Jah will light the way with His love, and I will lead you to the other side. Oh brothers and sisters, 'cause I am your protector, your keeper, and you are mine. So it shall be until the end of time. All on you are I and I, guardian and shepherd, and I am yours. So it shall be now and forevermore. Yeah, la 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 Lord, yeah. So it shall be now and forever. All right. Just getting warmed up. Warmed up here in the morning. Thank you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah. Hey, oh, Megan, happy birthday. Megan's turning 5. Beautiful. I'm sorry, say that again?
I said she's turning 5 soon.
She's turning 5 soon. Happy birthday, Megan. I hope you have the best birthday of your life. Oh, it's going to be so good. 5. Wow. What a great age to be. Oh, it's amazing. amazing to be tuned in here with you. So many people from across the world. You know, I've been trying to do this at different times every week so that different people can tune in. So it's nice to have a lot of people tuning in from Europe and Africa to be able to share with you guys. I know it's kind of a more ideal um, time time for you guys to tune in than 3 in the morning or midnight or something. So thanks for being here. I appreciate you guys being here. Everybody in Brazil, I guess it's probably late afternoon in Brazil, in Argentina. So here's one. Yeah, love you guys. Here's one I haven't played in a while. Uh, Hopefully I'll remember the words. I'll start tomorrow, never today. Why do I always push responsibility away? Procrastination is my best friend. I'd rather go to sleep, put a mask on and pretend that the world around me is quite alright, and that it's okay to be a little uptight, and that the things I do don't make no difference, and that if I'm wasteful there'll be no consequence, cause this is my world, so I'm gonna look out for me, because I got my own agenda. So if I go and step on you, well, that's just the way that it's gotta be. It's just business in this high society. Well, I know that I'm a little overweight, oh, but my friends all tell me that I look great, yeah, and the car I drive is sick and trendy, yeah, but that's alright, it's sick and trendy, yeah, and my company ain't exactly fair trade, oh, but I don't care as long as I get paid, yeah, well, not too spiritual, but my wallet's fat, yeah, and my belly's full, cause this is my world, so I'm gonna look out for me, because I got my own agenda. So if I go and step on you, well, that's just the way that it's gotta be. That's just how it goes in this high society. Money is my religion. I follow the Holy Scripture, the Journal of Wall Street. Leather shoes on my feet, diamond rings on my hand, a California tan. I'm doing grand. I'm pulling in my 6 figures. Yeah, I just bought my baby a new Versace purse. Yeah, and I'm driving a big bright yellow Hummer. I got my platinum card, my perfectly landscaped yard, cause this is my world. I'd share if it were up to me, yeah. But every time I try to say to time for sad to stay, there's always something that's preventing me, yeah. It's just business in this high society. So I say I'll start tomorrow, never today. Why do I always push responsibility away? Procrastination is my best friend. I'd rather go to sleep or put the mask on and pretend that I'll start tomorrow. Push it away. All this change is not gonna be too good for me today. I make an appointment, I'll pencil it in. I'll come up with some figures and deliver a proposal of a time I can begin. All right, well, I didn't remember all the words, but...
Can you tell everybody if you want to get a cup like that?
Yeah. Oh, hey. A friend of mine sent me this really cool cup. And Erica, and what is her?
Her IG page is Ruth's Devotions.
Yeah, and if you go on Instagram, she's got some cool stuff that she's selling on there, like this cool cup. It's like a insulated
And then
cup, and if you go on her Instagram page, it's Ruth's Devotions. So that's RUTHS Devotions. Ruth's Devotions. So you can check that out on there. Yeah. It's good to support local businesses. You know, a lot of what's been going down during this pandemic is a lot of local businesses have been going out of business. A lot of independent businesses, independent artists have been struggling. So, you know, we find new ways to make ends meet and work it out. And part of that has to be, you know, has to relate to our support for one another. And, you know, as it's been harder to support local businesses and a lot easier to, you know, get everything you need through Amazon and Target and Walmart and all that, it becomes you know, harder for us to just even support each other. So we need to look for ways that we can support each other, that we can lift each other up and keep each other's independence alive. So I thank you, you know, because just by tuning in here and being here with me, you're keeping me alive, keeping me going. I thrive when I'm playing music. It's part of my meditation, and I'm used to doing it all the time. And so you know, I'm finding new creative ways to do it. Some businesses here in Hawaii are opening up in a limited capacity to be able to share music. So tonight I'm going to share live music down at Tropics in Waikiki, my friend Pat's place. I think the capacity is limited to 50 people. I think that's the rule right now. So if you guys are in town, I'll be down there starting at 9 o'clock. If I was to say to you tomorrow would be your last day on earth, would you fill your heart with fear and sorrow? Would you look at it as a rebirth? There was a boy once sitting in the shadows, locked himself far, far away from the world, afraid to share the manna in his marrow, afraid to let his black wings unfurl. But I won't be a victim of this society. I will play jam music in the Babylon. I'm gonna give my energy to fear and anxiety. No, these are my roots, this is my soul. Oh, la da 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 da, ya da 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 da, la da 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 do, la da 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 do, la da 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 da. If I was to say to you tomorrow would be just the same as the day before, would you look at it as a curse or a blessing? An opportunity or just a chore? Ha! Take every moment that you're giving, now you're living. It's a whisperless, now you're caught up in the system. Yeah. Take every opportunity to break free of these prisons. Go fuck the system. Manifest the vision. Yeah. Cause whatever you put in your mind, you're gonna find one flower. So don't give it down, get it out. It's time to reclaim your power. It's only you can save yourself. Oh, so don't you be a victim of this society. Yeah, go and play the music. And about it don't you give your energy to fear and anxiety. No, 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 no. These are your roots. This is your soul. Yeah, don't you be a victim of this society. Go and play the music in a Babylon. Don't you give your energy to fear and anxiety. No, 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 no. These are your roots. This is your soul. These are your roots. These are your roots. These are your roots. This is your. These are your roots. These are your roots. These are your roots. This is. These are my roots. These are my roots. These are my roots. These are my roots. Whoa. These are our roots. This is our soul. From the heart, from my soul to yours. Can you feel the connection, Jah? Through the music, Jah music, Jah music, Jah music, sweet reggae music in the sidewalk. Oh, from the heart. These are my roots. This is my soul. All right. All right. Yeah, thank you guys so much. Thanks for donating. Thanks, thanks Janine for donating every week. It's really, really, really awesome and kind of you. You know, I share a lot of this music with a lot of these donations with my band. So they thank you as well, and thank you guys all for tuning in. Thanks for your support. Thanks for donating. Thanks for donating your time as well. You know, just to be here, just to comment, to feel your energy. You know, my wife is always here. She's always helping me out and trying to read your comments and pass it on to me. So thank you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. begging for scraps down here at the bottom. And though I don't mind but for some feathers, I just can't hold my tongue no more. Cause I'm sure that the wicked, the poor, got something to say, but they can't be, so nobody listens. And the man with a hell of a plan, kicking nothing but the sands while he's stuck in the back washing dishes. It don't seem right that summer to the day they're dying, and so never have to walk a single day in their lives. Won't somebody tell me why I get paid half as much to work, oh Lord, twice as hard as all these yuppie jerks? Oh, hey, just because I can wear a suit and a tie. Am I out of my mind to wish that I was penniless so that I could pass all these money troubles, give me stress? I'm just wanting more and never less. All these worries take my life away. Because another day is coming in my way. Jump up inside the street, drive off into the rain. I think it would be best if we all were just more penniless. They say you're penniless and broke, but to me it's a joke. Cause the wealthiest ones spend the least spiritually, and the unhealthiest ones that just fun. They gotta say when the judgment comes, we just watch them run. Because the tidal wave's coming and it's gonna break and take away all ignorance from the truth in its way. Cause in the system but to fail, let your children fail. Puts an innocent in jail, watches them burn at the stake. But I know that there will come a day where the breeze will blow and take this all away. Everything will be okay, yeah. If we just find a way to stay readiness, so that I could pass all these money troubles, give me strength. I was wanting more and never less. All these worries take my life away. Because another day will come in my way. Jump up inside the escape, drive off into the grave. I think it would be best if we all were just more penniless. La 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 la. Oh la 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 la. Oh, what we are within our hands will quickly turn to smoke and sand. And what we are within our hearts will quickly turn. We'll always be, we'll never part. So let it go. Let it go. Oh, let go. Oh, let go. The rain will fall and wash away, and sun will shine another day, another life, another way, another chance to run and play. And all these things that you hold dear, they will soon all disappear. So let it go, 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 let 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 within our hands will quickly turn to smoke and sand. So let it go, let it fade, let it slide and slip away, and may your soul be at rest, rich in love and rich in joy and rich in truth and truly blessed, truly penniless.
Let me tell you, somebody that's here to say hello is Keith from Chase Mackay's trio.
Oh, hey Keith. How's it going, brother? Miss you, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope you and your wife are doing well. Hope you're still getting a chance to jam those drums. All right, shucks, I saw somebody's been requesting Can't Take It With You When You Go. So I'll jam that one. It's like, I gotta tune it down. So there's a few songs on my album, Love Will Find a Way, that are tuned to this tuning, which is just basically like if you play guitar, or you play music, I guess you would understand. But if you play guitar, there's a standard tuning. This is just like standard tuning, but all 6 strings are tuned down a whole step. So instead of E to E, it's D to D. So I'll just do that really quick. I do tune to concert pitch. I have experimented with 432. And I will tell you that 432 to my ears does actually sound better, and what I have noticed about tuning, my experience tuning with 432 is instruments sound more in tune. They sound more harmoniously kind of sewn together, I guess. So when harmonies align, they just sound nicer and sweeter. I think even tone sounds sweeter. I think low end sounds a lot sweeter. The thing that's always problematic is that all keyboards are tuned to 440. So if you want to play in 440, in 432, you're gonna have to retune your pianos, retune your synths, and I'm not even. There must be a way to tune an instrument like a B3, but I don't know if anybody's done it. But like playing my melodica, for example, that's a really difficult instrument to retune to 432. So I just stay with the standard 440 because I feel that the energy is the same. The intention and the energy that you put into it is more powerful than any exact frequency that you tune to. go. Collect your silver, collect your gold, but in the end, what will you have to show? 'Cause you can't take you with you when you go. I was born at 2:45 in the morning, in the best suit I ever worn, and with my first breath I sang out a warning to the world I had arrived. And I cried out when I first saw the light in this darkness. This just like the path to the darkness, but adjustment is just part of life. And everywhere I looked, everything was changing, and every moment a new face was appearing and steering me, clearing my path to the next phase of the maze of unfolding, awakening, shaking me. And then I drank from the heart of my mother and heard the song from the soul of my father, and further I flew and into this new world of opportunity, moving me, forming and informing me. So tell me, teach me, show me everything I need to know, 'cause you can't take you with you when you go. No! I was a punk little teenager tormenting my mother with all the mistakes I made. Yeah, but I never once put a possession over a person. That's just how I was raised. And I labored in a full-time job for minimum wage, and my savior was this guitar that I know how to do these new slave trainers. I never fucking waste another drop of perspiration on a corporation, no matter what they pay. No! And I don't need no Christmas bonus, I don't need no raise, 'cause it won't do you no good in your grave, no. No, it won't do you no good in your grave. It'll break your back, go on slaving away to count your coins up at the end of the day. But it won't do you no good in your grave, no. And when I grew into what they referred to as a man, I was told I had to have a plan. I never really understood why, yeah, but I told him I would try hard. Since the system is just designed to make you want shit you don't really need, fill your head with greed, plant the seed of separation in your soul. But just remember, happiness cannot be bought or sold. Children, listen please, oh, let me say my piece. Oh, growing up is a disease, don't you catch it yet? Go, collect your silver, collect your gold, but in the end, what will you have to show? You can't take it with you when you go. No, you can take my love with you when you go, and I'll take your love with me when I go, and hand in hand we'll leave this land and go wherever the trade winds blow, and we'll take this love with us when we go. All right. how to get to wherever I am. And where I am is where I'm going, and I'm going to the promised land, yeah. And I don't always know my direction, but faith and love I overstand. That if I ask for guidance, I'm guided by the Almighty hand. Jah knows that every time I'm feeling inspired, I take my guitar in my two hands. Jah love is all the time and reward to reach that holy Zion land. And I won't let them take it away. And I won't feel it astray, Lord. No. And I don't need to ride nobody's coattails, and I don't need no one to hold my hand. Make it on my own 2 feet, I'm gonna make it. On my blood, sweat, and tears, I'm gonna make it. Never gonna fake it. No way, no way. Yeah! Da 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 da, yeah. How you feeling out there, family? La da da doo doo doo. I just said get it to be, but it wasn't for me. I got education of the Almighty through music. Teach me love, teach me to use it. All I ever wanted was to spread your love, and now you know what I gotta rise above was this music, this sweet reggae music. So every note I play is to give thanks. That's why I play guitar and I sing. And I wouldn't trade these blisters on my fingers for no diamond rings. No! I sing just for the love of your music, to pick you up when you are tattered and worn. And if I sound a little bit hoarse, it's 'cause I've been singing since the day I was born. Yeah! Oh Lord, and I'm just gonna sing a little bit more. Yeah, and I'm sure, family, that you can feel me. Don't need you to know just where I'm coming from, but I need you to feel me, yeah, so that you can take it and make it your own song, yeah. Don't you let them take it away, oh, oh, don't you let them lead you astray, oh, no, no, you're gonna make it on your own 2 feet, you're gonna make it. On your blood, sweat, and tears, you're gonna make it. Never gonna fake it. No way, no way, no. Yeah! I will never sell my soul to them. So many already given in. I'm caught up in confusion, suffer by delusions. All this dirt that we've been digging in, searching for something that we will never find. Oh, mankind, we can't let them take it away. And we won't let them lead us astray. President to lead us. No. We don't need no general to take a stand. We're gonna make it on our own 2 feet. You're gonna make it on our blood, sweat, and tears. We're gonna make it. Never gonna fake it. No way, no way, no. Oh, we're gonna make it, yeah, on our own. I know we're gonna make it, yeah, on our blood, sweat, and tears. We're never gonna fake it, never gonna fake it, never gonna need you to feel me. This is the real me, the reason I'm singing. The love that I'm bringing is pure and filtered for sure. 'Cause in my mind I saw a vision of peace. Every man, every woman, every child, one family, all singing together in one perfect harmony. It's not so far away, we're gonna make it someday. All right. Cool. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for tuning in. I'll read some of you guys' comments while I'm retuning the guitar. Yeah. If you guys got any questions for me, you can ask me now. Virtual claps. Thank you. Yeah. Obrigado. Sublime covers. I never have. I never have, sadly. I do love Sublime. It's not really my style. I listen to a lot of music that's not really my style of playing, but like like one of my favorite bands is Tool, but I would probably never cover a Tool song. I learn music. I learn music every day. I didn't go to school for music, but I had a lot of great great influences over my life. My dad is a great musician. My grandpa's a great musician. I learned a lot from them. I had a really cool music teacher. I went to my mom's a Montessori teacher, so I went to a Montessori preschool and kindergarten and elementary school that she taught at. And I had a really great music teacher there called Mr. Frank Lito, who's a great friend of mine. And he taught me a lot about music. He's a steel drum player, and so I learned steel drum from him. But even my earliest memories are just like playing music with him in preschool and just having like a banana shaker or something or a triangle, or just he would just come and give us instruments and get us just jamming, and that's some of my earliest memories. So yeah, and then I grew up playing music, and kind of like my dad and my sister got me going on playing guitar, and I took piano lessons when I was a kid. So I learned how to read music from taking piano lessons from when I was 6 years old to 12 years old from my piano teacher, Beth Uale. And then I picked up the guitar, I think when I was about 15, and started playing. And there was a great group of musicians at my school. I went to Kaiser High School out in Hawaii Kai, where I grew up. And there was a really great group of musicians out there. My friend Tavano went to school there as well. He was a year older than me. And I ended up playing a lot of music with him, and I learned a lot about playing the guitar from him. And then just playing around really great musicians. I have a really incredible band, the Full Circle, and it's just full of musicians that are a lot more talented and a lot more knowledgeable than me. So every time I play with them, I just listen and I learn, and I try and figure out what they're doing, and just listening. I think just listening to any kind of music, you can always learn. So I try to listen to a large variety of music, and I see the beauty in all music. Even sometimes music doesn't resonate with me, but I always think, I used to kind of have like some, this kind of more, I think more kind of stuck up and snooty musical attitude. Especially when I was younger, I would really like, oh, I don't like that music, and yeah, that song sucks, and kind of like a really negative attitude. And now I've learned that even music that I really don't resonate with, that I when I hear it, I'm just like, yeah, I'm not feeling that. Even that music has value, because you have to think of the source of the music and think that you know, somebody for some reason created this song, and even if it doesn't resonate with you, it's resonating with others, obviously, because you're hearing it. And so there's a reason for it to be out there in the world, and it has its own beauty, and it might not be for you, but it's for somebody else. And there's, you know, there's a reason for all music. So you know, even music, you know, a lot of people say, oh, I don't like this kind of music, it's all bad, or all pop music is bad or something. But you know, I feel like there's a reason for all music, and maybe if even just to be a reflection, you know. Yeah, so I guess I forgot about tuning my guitar while I was talking about it. Play some steel drum. I don't even have a steel drum these days. I was talking to Frank about getting one, because I do want to get back into it. Yeah. Oh, my dreads are, well, the hair that's in my dreads is about 24 years old. I haven't cut my hair for about 24 years, or I guess more now. 25, 26 years. 20, I'm trying to think. No, it's about 24 years, yeah. Sorry, doing the math. Yeah, it's been dreaded for, I think, maybe about 17 of that time. Your hair is older than me, yeah. They don't weigh that much, actually. They're not that heavy. Reggaeton is an aberration. Well, you know, that's your opinion, but a lot of people, like, that's their favorite kind of music. And you know, the thing about something like reggaeton or like EDM, for example, a lot of people don't like EDM. They don't see the purpose of it, but it's made for dancing, you know? You go out and you dance, and it's like, you might not like sit down in your living room and put on some reggaeton or put on some EDM or something like that. But that's not why it was made for. That's not what it was made for. It was made to bump at the club, to get people moving and dancing crazy. And that's a great feeling, and it's a great release. Dancing is a great release. And you know, like playing a song like, you know, it's not like, you know, that's not going to get people dancing. So if you put that on in a club, it's like people are just going to be like, what the hell is this, right? So again, a purpose and a place for all types of music. Tuning in from Bahia. If I had to listen to one song for the rest of my life, what would it be? I don't care what song it would be. That would be a horrible fate. Doesn't matter. It could be the best song in the world. It doesn't matter what song it would be. Eventually that song would become your most hated song you've ever heard in your life. Could be Redemption Song or Imagine by John Lennon. You would end up hating it. Man. Making some Tool, gosh, Lateralis, which one is that? Is that Lateralis? Saturn comes back around. Yeah, I'm not gonna be singing that. I'd lose my voice. All right. Here, let me switch. Yeah. See, you guys are Tool fans too. How could you not like Tool? They're like the greatest live band ever. You know, I think a lot about there's a song by Tool called Vicarious. I think like more and more that song really, like, I think about everything that's going on in our world. We're living in a Germany, Bielefeld early morning concert at the castle. I'll always remember that concert. Um, I played a concert in Germany as the sun rose at a castle. I started playing at I think 6 a.m. and all these people came. I was like, who's gonna come to a concert at 6 in the morning? And I think about like, yeah, it ended up being sold out. I think it was like about 300 or 400 people on this lawn, and they're all just drinking their tea in the morning. It was really cold. It was like, you know, something like 40 degrees or something. And it was just an amazing vibe, amazing energy. So sorry, I got distracted from what I was saying. You know that song, Vicarious. It's about like, it's about basically like people being addicted to like seeing, you know, like all of the sick and like horrible shit, you know, that goes on in our world, just from, you know, from a distance, from behind a screen, and like kind of getting off on the drama and the pain and destruction, and yeah, you know, just like I think it's this, especially now during these last few months, it's just such a crazy time because we're you know, we're a lot of us have been you know, kind of stuck indoors and living a lot of our lives vicariously through our, you know, through the internet. And so the fabric of our reality has become very digital, and it's kind of you know, it's been rough. I think it's been rough because people are like, I don't think people check themselves as much when they're saying stuff, you know, through their phone or through their computer. They just kind of like say like the you know, meanest and most horrible shit, and like probably not things that they would say if they were there face to face with you, you know. And you know, they're comfortable behind their anonymity. I think we all do it, you know. I'm probably no less um, guilty of doing that. I'm gonna turn this amp up really quick. But yeah, you know, it'll be nice when we can all get outdoors again. Maybe still a bit more. All right, let's try that. Man. Man. Oregon Eclipse Festival 2017. That was a really nice one. The garden is getting so much attention. That's true. You know, a lot of people have, and that's the thing too. I think about the internet that I was talking with a friend about is like, you know, I think in times when things get so negative and divisive on the internet, a lot more of the you know, people that are probably more level-headed just kind of check out and go out to the garden, you know. So it's like the people that we need to be on the internet that are like being more level-headed are probably just not really there because they're over it. And that's my kind of, a lot of times that's my defense, is like if things just get too kind of negative and hard on the internet, I just kind of tend to stay away from the phone. Hey Lucas, man, you keep saying Mike Love and Samites. I've seen you comment Mike Love and Samites like 100 times during this live stream. It's not gonna happen, man. Me and Sam are not playing together again. It's over. We had our time. It's over, brother. You gotta move on. If you're prayerful, John will answer your prayers. So just be upful, 'cause I will always be there. And please be careful to fill your heart up with care, and positivity will follow you everywhere you go. Oh, my little brother, oh, bless you, my sister, and Jah loves you, mama, and Jah loves you, papa. Said it's a beautiful world that we live in, but it's a crazy world. Was it always changing? Seems like every time we get comfy and we settle down, then they uproot us and they 2% to move it. How many of my brothers, how many sisters have given up their lives just to be pawns in these wicked war games, manipulated into thinking that they fought and died for their religion, killing in God's name. Oh yeah, inside out we all just the same job. Shut up. So true love I am singing from my heart and soul. Want you to know I love you, and your love is the reason that we're standing here. So let me be clear, sing along. I love you. Still this war goes on, but if we run away, we will live to fight another day. And if you can't hold on, just take my hand and pray, 'cause I know that love will find a way. Only love will always find a way. So true love I am singing from my heart and soul. Want you to know, oh Lord, I love you. Yes, and your love is the reason that we're standing here. So let me be clear, oh Hannah, I love you. Oh, yeah. If you're prayerful, Jah will answer your prayers. So just be upful, 'cause I will always be there. And please be careful to fill your heart up with care, and positivity will follow you everywhere you go. Yeah, my little brother, oh yeah. Bless you, my sister. Jah loves you, mama. Yeah, and Jah loves you, papa. Yes, true love I am singing from my heart and soul. Want you to know, family, I love you. Yes, and your love is the reason that we're standing here. So let me be clear, oh Lord, I love you. I love you. Come together one time, yeah. Yeah, la 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 la. I love you. All right.
Can you burn water?
No, I'm good. Thanks.
Somebody told me that if there's somebody that's trolling, you can always just press on the person's name and then block their comments
Oh,
if they're getting obnoxious.
I think he means well. All right. Thank you so much. Hey, Brian. What's up, brother? Yeah. It is a cool cup. This was made for me. You can go and get this cup and other stuff. You okay?
Yeah.
Get this cup and other stuff over at Ruth's Devotions on Instagram. My wife's got like a shirt on that they made,
She made it.
that she made.
Can't really see it.
It says
Says
one
One
family
Family.
on it.
And he has some. She has some shirts that have his lyrics on it that are really cute. Too. So, hi, Erica.
Yeah.
Hi, Shannon.
So Erica,
Hi,
you know,
Marissa.
she's
I
a
love you guys.
local business.
More water.
No, I'm okay.
I'm not locally here.
Not local here, but local as in
You
uncorporated. So local in wherever she's at. Where's she at? In somewhere in the Midwest, I think.
Virginia?
No,
No.
okay, Virginia. Shucks, we
I'll
don't know.
tell you in a
Somewhere in
second.
the somewhere in the
I
states.
gotta go look at their letter.
Oh yeah, awesome, cool. Virginia Beach. Yeah, sweet.
Wait.
The squid. Somebody saw the Squidward painting.
Everybody's commenting about this.
That's my personal art collection. No, that's
I told him to buy
that's
it.
my youngest. That's my youngest son. He I guess if you watch SpongeBob, you'll know that there was an episode of SpongeBob where Squidward made a painting. I think he had his paintings in an art gallery or something, and then his painting got severely criticized. And then I think SpongeBob came along and just like messed up his paintings, and then all of a sudden everybody loved them or something. I don't know why I'm even talking about a SpongeBob
why
episode.
Are you talking about
Anyways, my son saw this painting at it's okay. My son saw this painting at the Hot Topic, and he just had to have it. So we share this studio. My daughter moved out. A little while ago. She moved up to Seattle with her girlfriend, and they're loving life up there. And so when she moved out, I took over her room and it became my studio. But as soon as I moved in here, Advaya, my youngest son, he said, "Oh, Dad, I could have my desk in here too." So we ended up just kind of like sharing the studio. So I've got like my studio set up, and he's got his little setup where he does all his like schoolwork, and he's got his desk, and he does his drawing and stuff over there. So he hung up a bunch of artwork on the walls and stuff too. Babylon Control. Sure, I'll try it out. It's more of a looping song, but somebody asked what kind of guitar it is. This is a G&L. G&L is I'm sure you guys probably a lot of you know Fender guitars, like the most famous electric guitar company. Well, it was started by these guys, Leo Fender and George Fullerton, two guys. And Leo Fender is the, one of the originators of the electric guitar. And he created the guitar. Him and George Fullerton together created the company Fender Guitars. And then I think in the late 60s sold it. And then he created the brand, Leo Fender created the brand Music Man, which is another really famous brand of guitars. And built those guitars for a while. And then he sold that company. And then he created, again with George Fullerton, G&L. So G&L stands for George and Leo. And then he passed away quite a few years back now. His wife still owns the company. These guitars are still made to his exact designs. So these are like the only guitars now that are like, besides the originals, that are like real Fender guitars. Because, as soon as those other companies bought, as soon as those other people bought Fender guitars, they started changing the designs. As soon as they bought Music Man, they started changing the designs. So this is a true Fender guitar, I guess. I dreamt last night that the end had come. I was searching everywhere for food, but there was none. Bodies lying burned in the midday sun. Nowhere to hide, nowhere to run. I went to the city, but the city was gone, radiated with hatred and destroyed by a bomb. Behold the brilliant colors of the nuclear dawn. But there is no song, all is gone wrong. And when I awoke, I could clearly see the seeds of this vision Jah had given me, planted deep within these aristocracies, hypocrisy and power and greed. So wake up to the fact that they're controlling you, whether or not you're doing what you want to do. The system that we're living in is doomed. Oh, Jah knows it's true, and I know it's true, and I'm just telling you this because I love you, brethren, through and through. I'm untrue until the very end. The sweeter the kiss, the stronger the poison, and this is the reason that I am just dying for nothing. It's Babylon control, it's Hollywood mind control. They took the youth, I show you the proof, commented the truth is written on higher man's soul, Rasta man's soul. It's news media control, political mind control. Get under your skin, step up in your thin, but don't give in for that all that glitter is gold. Oh, 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 and in my vision I saw incurable disease, genetically engineered by hateful enemies. All of this in the name of power and money. How could this be the future for we? The green and mighty forests of the Amazon, the lush valleys of Hawaii, all dead and gone. The once abundant and fertile land of Babylon, now sand and stone, stripped to the bone. Ah, oh, come quickly, they're taking away our paradise, separating us from the source of our lives, poisoning the seas and polluting the skies, ignoring the cries and promoting the lies. So wake up to the fact that they're controlling you, of whether or not you do and what you want to do. The system that we're living in is doomed, oh, Jah knows it's true, and I know it's true, and I'm just telling you this for you not, because I love you, my sister, and through, I am untrue until the very end. The sweeter the kiss, the stronger the poison, and this is the reason that I just never dying for nothing. It's Babylon control. It's Hollywood mind control. They took it, they use the show you the proof. Come and see the truth that's written on a Rastaman soul. Yeah. That's news media control. Political mind control. Get the niggas skin stop when you're thin, but do not fin for not all let get to his goal. Oh, I have been fooled before, but now I know the difference between believing in what I'm feeling and believing in what I've been told. Oh, yeah. Cause the propaganda, it burns like wildfire, a fire, a fire, fire. They use it to turn brother against brother, a brother, a brother. It's Babylon control. It's Hollywood mind control. They take it, they use shipments of the truth. Come and see the proof. It's written on a. It's news media control. Political mind control. Get under your skin, step up in your thin, but you're not giving when not all that glitter is gold. In this empire of glittering fools gold. Oh, yeah, Babylon never set my people free. Them never set my people free. Them never set my people free. Oh Babylon, Mr. Babylon, Babylon never set my people free. Them never set my people free. Them never set my people free. Mr. Babylon, no they Babylon, Babylon never set my people free. Them never set my people free. Them never set my people free. They're Babylon, no Mr. Babylon, Babylon never set my people free. Them never set my people free. Them never set my people free. They're Babylon, no Mr. Babylon, no. It's Babylon control. It's Hollywood mind control. It's news media control. Political mind control. Get them niggas can't stop them in your thin. The fuck with them in the center of glittering fools go. All right. I want to shout out. I want to shout out my friend Brett Richards. if you know that song from a long time, it's a tune from a band called Dub Conscious that I played with for many, many years. And my friend Brett Richards was the guitar. There were two guitar players, two brothers, Brett and Kevin Richards. I wrote a lot of the music with those brothers. Uh, Brett was the one who came up with that riff. So so that was the start of that song. That was how that song all started, with Brett just having that jam. And so I wrote that song over that jam. And since then, that band kind of fizzled out and stopped playing. I started doing my solo thing. But Brett went on to while we were in the band, he created the barefoot buttons, which if you guys have seen on my pedals that I use, they're like these big buttons that go attach onto the top of the little tiny buttons on your pedals and make it much easier to turn your pedals off and on. So he made those, and he was like working at the Pearl Harbor naval base and working as a metal machinist, and so he could make anything out of metal, so he just made those things. And he had them, and I had them, and we were the only two dudes in the world that had them. And I started touring, and people just started telling me, all the guitar players would be like, "Where did you get those things?" And everybody just wanted to know where I got them. So I said, "Brett, man, you got to do this. You got to, like, if you make these things, people will buy them." And now his business has just flourished, and I rarely ever see anybody's pedal board that doesn't have those things on them. So it's really cool that he's doing that, and his business is doing so well. So go check those things out if you use pedals and you haven't seen those yet. But thank you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna do a couple more songs here. Yeah, it's been a tough week, and there's been a lot of pain and turmoil in our community. But I think it's good, I think it's good to see that oftentimes people that you idolize, that you think are the most powerful and perfect human beings, are often just as tortured or more tortured and distraught and confused as you are. And just because, like me, for example, I play this music, and I receive all of these great and powerful messages, and I'm able to transmute them into songs, and it doesn't mean that I always live up to the ideals in my songs or the ideals that I set for myself. Just like you do, I'm just the same as anybody else. Just living my life, learning my lessons, learning from my own mistakes and learning from the mistakes of others. So, just remember that. Thank you guys. Thanks for tuning in again. Love you. I'll try to do a little No Regrets. I'm lucky, I'm lucky through it all to have a most amazing, beautiful family to really help me through. My wife, I've been together with my wife for 15 years now, and
16.
for 16 years now. She always keeps me accountable. And you know, we've both grown an incredible amount, and we're always growing all the time and learning from each other. And I'm just thankful to have her, because I, you know, without her I wouldn't have made it through some of the tough stuff that I've dealt with in the past year or two. She's really helped me through, and I'm so thankful for her, and I'm thankful that I found her, and I don't know what my life would be like if I didn't. But I'm just grateful that we found each other here again in this life. On my right, on my right hand, I use acrylic nails. So, like many other guitar players, maybe a lot of you guys don't know, but a lot of guitar players that play fingerstyle guitar on the steel string use acrylic nails, because they're, you know, much stronger than your natural nails. I don't know anybody that has nails thick enough that could stand up to playing gigs every night with steel string guitar. So we use acrylic nails, and I just paint them because no, my wife doesn't do it. I have a professional, my friend Rachel. She takes care of me about once a month, and yeah, and so I started painting them because you know, just for the kids. It's fun. So this one goes out to anyone that's dealing with pain now, anyone that's dealing with confusion, with suffering. And there's a line in this song that goes, "If you're suffering, remember it won't last." And I think that that's a really important line in this song to me, because oftentimes, you know, this song, a lot of people have let me know that this song has brought them back from a place where they were considering ending it, you know, ending their lives, committing suicide. And I've had some friends that have done that, and always the sentiment in the community around our friends that commit suicide, that take their own lives, is, I wish they had come and just like talk to me, you know, instead of doing that. I wish I knew that they were thinking about doing that. And oftentimes it's like they just seem so happy, you know. They seem like they're always positive, and you know, oops, sorry, and always willing to say something positive and lend a hand. And these are often the people that suffer the most, because they don't feel like they're able to open up and communicate the pain that they're feeling. And I've been guilty of doing that too. And I guess I'm still guilty of doing it sometimes. You take these things that are bothering you, and you don't feel like you have a way to talk to anybody about it. And so you just internalize it, and you shove it down, and you know, and then after a time, you know, you don't really think about it. But then something comes up and triggers that feeling again, and it's worse the second time around, because you know, it's building on what you've already stuffed way down. And so you do it again, you stuff it down more and more and more, and then eventually it gets to a point where there's so much darkness and pain that you're holding inside, that, you know, that one time it's just too much to bear anymore. But the thing is, when you start talking about these things, in my experience, when you start talking about them, all of a sudden you know, for one thing, you are able to articulate things that you didn't even really know you knew, because you connect to your higher self and you start gaining wisdom from your higher self, which knows you best. And in that healing, in that communication comes healing. And it starts becoming easier and easier to talk about it, and then as soon as you start talking about it, you let it go, and things start feeling lighter and lighter, and you're able to move on. But when we do trap these energies inside of us, it blocks our energy flow, and it keeps us from growing, sometimes for years, sometimes for decades. So I just say this to urge you to, if you are feeling something like that, if you are feeling alone, just remember that you can really talk to anybody about it. Any of your friends will listen, any of your family will listen. And don't think that nobody understands you, because we all go through these types of things. We all feel pain, we all feel suffering in our own way. We all do the same thing, and we all try and keep it to ourselves and try and be strong. And so just remember, you can really talk to anybody about it. So I'll share this song. This song is about all life. I wrote it for my grandpa as he was passing out of this world, and just thinking about the beautiful life that he lived, and the importance of family, the importance of being present in the moment with the ones that we love. And I just want to let you know that I love each and every one of you, and I'm so thankful to be here with you, a part of your ohana. Thank you so much for bringing me into your home and sharing my music with your family. It means so much to me. I can't really even put it into words, but it's my life, you know. This is my release. So thank you so much. Thanks for being there for me, for helping me. All this time will pass into the past. So if you're happy, then make each moment last. Don't hold nothing back, yeah. And if you're suffering, remember it won't last. Get over it fast, yeah. Get back to living and giving love. Oh, this life is just a test. I will remember this life ain't over yet. So please remember not to forget the newborn babies cry, their very first tears. They are so hopeful, and great grandfathers die after many years. It is a circle, oh, teenagers find love. Let's screw it all up, yeah. They are so fearful, yet somehow invincible. Oh, yeah. So this life is not a curse, no. There will be hard times, and it will get worse, but always do your best. And always remember that you are blessed. Everywhere you go, plant seeds, love will grow. But remember who you are. And if you travel far, remember your heart is where your home is. So if you travel to the stars, remember your heart, and you won't be homeless or homesick at all. On this life is just a test, with many failures and some success, but I will place my bets, and I will leave here with no regrets. All right. Thank you so much. Thanks for tuning in. Shout out to Palestine, Brazil, Ohio. South Africa's in the house. Oh, thank you guys. I'm going to do one more song. Scotland, Guatemala, beautiful. Costa Rica, Arkansas, Brazil, Guatemala, Brazil. Oh, so much love. It's a great treasure to be able to share music and be connected with you all around the world. Thank you so much. Thanks for tuning in.
You need more water, honey?
I'm okay, thanks, honey. I'm going to do one more song, and thank you guys so much. Thank you again for all of your kind and generous donations, the donation of your time, of your energy to be here. Oh.
Keith and Heather from Tasman's just made a very generous donation again too.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thanks, Keith and Heather. Appreciate you guys being here. Keith and Heather have a really cool business called Taspins Organics. Taspins Organics. They do a lot of really cool stuff with CBD, a lot of healing medicine. So check them out. They're a really cool local business out of Colorado.
Amazing bath.
And they have amazing bath bombs.
With CBD.
CBD bath bombs.
So good.
Yeah. I've been taking some baths lately. It's a good therapy, you know. Sometimes it's like it's awesome to just make a bath and put a CBD Tasman's organic CBD bath bomb in there, and just you know, you feel like you're back in the womb or something. It's very very peaceful and meditative. It's something I didn't really do until recently. I think it's cool that we've had this time to slow down. It's taught us a lot about life. We've learned a lot. We're learning a lot. We're still learning. So thank you for being on this journey. Yeah, THC is good too. Love you, Bruno. Love you guys. Lord, I'm on a permanent holiday. I'm going outside to play. I ain't gonna slave away. Not for no corporate Babylon. I'm never gonna be a pawn in their manipulation games. Yeah, Lord, I'm taking the reins and breaking the chains. I'm never gonna kneel away. My prophet is heaven sent, no preacher represented. Gonna lead a astray. We never know, love taking joy. Oh, I've got my own path to follow. Don't know if you'll overstand. I got my own truth to swallow. And you know that if I could, you know, I would throw my guitar on my back, pick up the slack and leave here tomorrow. But I know that I'm upon a Babylon. I got to face the facts, embrace the accent. Got these chains on my sorrow, and so I'm on a permanent holiday. I'm going outside to play. I ain't gonna slave away, no. Not for no corporate Babylon. I'm never gonna be a pawn in their manipulation games. Oh, 10,000 years of captivity, we must eventually open up our eyes and see them manipulating we with so much uncertainty and so many mysteries. Why are so few questioning the unnatural state of things? It's a nightmare. We're living in a nightmare. Everyone's living so scared. They're virtually unaware of this fear that rules their lives, occupies, consumes their minds. This fear of bankruptcy, financial impotency. It's money, 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 money. It's all this digital currency. It's all this monopoly money that keeps us from ever being free. Oh Lord, so it seems we'll be in this prison for life. 'Cause if we keep buying, then they'll keep selling the lies. And so it's up to I love. Dominated, mind control and inundated. I will seek the revelation, make my life a celebration. I will be the change I'm seeking, manifest the words I'm speaking. I refuse to be imprisoned. I will make my own decisions. I will be manipulated, mind controlled, inundated. I will seek the revelation, make my life a celebration. I will be the change I'm seeking, manifest the words I'm speaking. I refuse to be in prison. I will make my own. I'm on a permanent holiday. I'm going outside to play. I ain't gonna slave away, no. Not for no corporate Babylon. I'm never gonna be a pawn in their manipulation games. Yeah, Lord, I'm taking the reins and breaking the chains. I'm never gonna kneel away. My prophet is heaven sent, no preacher or president gonna lead us astray. We'll live in love, love take a joy, oh joy. I'll never go astray. Oh no 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 no. I'm living in the past, I'm forward the fast. The freedom is here to stay. Oh, family sing oh. We got to take back the knowledge, take back the power. Oh Lord, we got to take back the knowledge. We got to take back the power. Oh Lord, we got to take back the knowledge. Take back the power. Take back what they have stolen from us. Yeah, we got to take back the esoteric knowledge. Clear that ancient crown of its rust. Yeah, we got to take back the knowledge, or take back the power, take back what they have stolen from our hearts. Yeah, we got to take back the knowledge. We got to take back the power. For too long they've been keeping us apart, family. We got to take back the knowledge, or take back the power. Humanity, don't let this be our final hour. Take back the knowledge, take back the power. Humanity, don't let this be our final hour. But we got to take back the knowledge, take back the power. Humanity, don't let this be our final hour. But we got to take back the knowledge, take back the power. Humanity, don't let this be our life. We got to take back the knowledge, take back the power. Humanity, don't let this be a final hour. Take back the knowledge, take back the power. Humanity, don't let this be a final hour. We got to take back the knowledge, take back the power. Humanity, don't let this be our final hour. All right, well, thank you guys so much. Thank you for being here. I will be back next week, Monday, for sure, on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Thanks again for being here. Thank you for all your love. Thank you for all your support. I hope you have a wonderful week. Please lift each other up. Please give each other strength. Please don't look at each other with judgment, but look at each other with compassion. We're all going through a lot of changes now. We're all experiencing a lot of changes. A lot of things are coming into the light. So let's lift each other up. Let's treat each other with compassion, with understanding. Thank you so much. Thanks for all the love. Thank you. Mahalo, 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 mahalo. I love you guys. I will see you next time. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Blessings. Aloha. Ahui ho.